Let's get back to these funds because we can't. I don't have. Can't actually confirm or deny some of what you just said, but about what he has said himself now, that having left over 75 billion, there was a breakdown. He said there's over 25 billion in local investments.
Is it the last guess that was saying?
No. This is what credited to Peter Obi that he said in different fora. Over 25 billion in cash in the bank and over $156 million in the bank.
To the best of my knowledge, you know, there was a time serious controversy arose about the actual amount of money. And Anambra State government came out and said exactly what was left. And the number of contracts he had already awarded that consumed what he was pretending to have left. He awarded contracts in excess of 100 billion to individuals and never paid. And this government is carrying on with it. So it's not just enough to say that you left 10 naira when you're owing about 30 naira. That's not good economics or good accounting. I didn't understand whether he knew what he was saying. But because this governor has to maintain the services he left behind in terms of contracts awarded.
But in terms of how politics is playing itself out now in the state, different people crossing over to another and carrying on, is this going to rub off negatively on the camaraderie and on the part of the people themselves?
But you see, what is unfortunate now is Peter Obi was handed over APGA by Ojukwu to maintain some level of status quo. He didn't allow Ojukwu's spirit to rest. By the time he left APGA and ran over to PDP, the first thing he did was to take over PDP at the national level and joined Jonathan's administration. In 2011, Jonathan had almost 6 million votes in Southeast. When Peter Obi took over as his campaign manager for the Southeast, that vote dropped to 3.5 million. And Buhari beat Jonathan with 2.1 million or 2.4 million. You can see where the failure of Jonathan came from. Is that good management? He didn't wait. He jumped into the party again, seized the party. By the time he was seizing PDP, I doubt if he was a card-carrying member. Organized a primary in collusion with these guys who are in Abuja, in collusion with them. And people came to do a primaries without knowing the delegates that were supposed to vote for them. In the morning, they brought in new delegates and they voted. That is the controversy you now see. Some people going to court. Others, some have left to APC, and some say they will see it out. And many are supporting, like you said, told him, many are supporting the present governor. So is that a show of credibility on somebody that suffers so much? If you remember, this young man called Peter Obi went through up to Supreme Court to be able to get his mandate back. Is that the show of trust? Is that the show of honesty about what he's doing? Because you bring back somebody to the whole of Anambra State, that this is the best material available. When suddenly did Obiano become an, you know...
They said they had an agreement and then he didn't fulfill the agreement.
He should have told you what the agreement was all about. Because I know, to the best of my knowledge, that the Catholic bishops in Anambra State have held not less than 20, you know, reconciliation meetings.
Between them?
Between them. And you say, I mean, it wasn't being hidden. Only recently, Father Tabo died, their former principal at CKC. And all the bishops held them in one room. They embraced themselves and they were shown live on television and newspaper.
Why doesn't it seem to be working?
Well, because they had an agreement there and the governor kept his own part of the agreement and Peter Obi reneged.
What was this agreement? You seem to know about it.
I know there's an agreement, but it's a sorry story to tell. Because when you help somebody, he was quoting an amount of money. He said that he was expecting, you know, you can see how dishonest somebody could be.
He said that is how much they spent.
No. He said they spent 7 billion. That he said it himself as the campaign manager. He didn't tell anybody how the 7 billion, what was this 7 billion? How did it come about? Who and who donated? He would have at least pointed 1 or 2 examples, because 7 billion is not 7 naira. It's a whole lot of money. He's not talking about 7 million, 7 billion naira. So thank God that he admitted that they spent that kind of money. And that is the money Peter Obi said if this governor does not pay, he will bring him down. I swore that he will bring him down.
Yeah, but he has denied that, saying that.
Look, well, he can deny.
He said if he left, part of that statement I read to you, the other part I read, that if he left over 75 billion naira in an account, if he wanted that much 7 billion, he would have just simply taken it off and then
he wouldn't take it. It's not his father's private account. Because the money he's now demanding, he's pretending that it was his personal money he put into making governor. But when Obiano was running for governor, a lot of banks, his colleagues in banks, raised more than 2 billion naira
You've been the PDP chairman.
Yes.
You've been in politics for a long while. Is this the practice when people are maybe bringing successors or getting into partnerships or anything? They usually have this kind of agreement to the detriment of the people or the finances of the state? Is that what happens?
It is not. It's not normal. Gige saw a little portion of it. That or what led to the near kidnap attempt. That's when I was governor. I mean, I was chairman of the party.
Was this part of the reason?
Well, you see, because you see that some parties are private owned.
Private owned?
Yes, some parties are private owned in terms of sponsorship. Because see who beats the drum, tells the dancer what he's going to dance. You know? So once somebody puts in, that is again the problem. If somebody says he put in about 7 billion, his campaign manager claims here that they put in 7 billion. You would have asked him what was the source of this 7 billion. That is the genesis of the problem in Anambra State. That if governor does not pay back 7, and the governor said...
Well, he said the previous ones were individual donations, so this one...
That's a simple language for a defense, individual. Tell me how many people will donate money to the extent of 7 billion? Who and who?
But at the end of the day, how do you see...
what happened was that he demanded for this. And the governor said, no, yes, Peter demanded for that. And the governor said, I cannot pay this because it's not easy for me to pay. How do I do that? Go to Omambala River. The longest bridge in Southeast was built by this governor.
At what point was this demand? Before the elections?
Because the crisis started under 6 months after he became governor.
So
there was an agreement. The governor agreed that he would try to do something. And he was doing something. Let them not push me to open up. And the governor was doing something, but said that the agreement he had to liquidate whatever he agreed to pay was too much in terms of, because of the economic situation in the country. And Peter said no. And the governor stopped. It was after the funeral of Reverend Father, I just mentioned his name, their principal at CKC, Tabo. They met in one room with Catholic bishops. And so I'm not telling you something that happened in the air. And he agreed again, but at a reduced volume.
Why did the governor agree to this if he knew
because he's only telling you that he's a good man. Because that was what happened in PDP.
No, but when was the money going to come from?
When Gige was made governor, he signed a lot of documents. Unfortunately, not only did he sign documents, they took him to one place in Okija where he had to pass through dead bodies as an oath taking. But when he became governor, he reneged on that agreement. That was why those who made him governor started a war. Because I normally have to have a concept. If you don't want to be a thief, please don't look at those who are stealing. But if you are part of a stealing group, you must share. Because not after stealing, then you refuse to share the loot.
The EFCC has some job to do.